Greetings, my dear friends. It's Carrie at Holistic Psychic. Today I'm going to share with you a personal ceremony and ritual that you can do on the full moon to clear and heal your heart and soul. Now, each month, the full moon gives us an opportunity to give a final energizing or activation to whatever intentions we set for ourselves in the previous new moon, but it's also the most empowering time of each month to clear and release, let go of anything that's not aligned with you, anything that's not serving or supporting your higher purpose and your intentions. The reason that I'm doing this video now is because the full moon of October, specifically the full moon that is closest to the fall equinox in October, traditionally in accordance to European shamanism, is the most empowering full moon of the entire year, specifically to do healing and clearing work for your heart and soul. But you can do this ceremony any full moon. However, it will be especially potent and impactful and effective if you do it during the full moon in October closest to the fall equinox, or at least doing it during the full moons that are in the dark half of the year, so for the fall full moons. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the cycles of power and empowerment practices that we can do in October in the video that I'm going to upload tomorrow. But for now, let's focus on this full moon ceremony for clearing and healing your heart and soul. Now, this also is connected to the fact that this particular full moon, which is occurring October 1st in 2020, we have the full moon happening in Aries, and it is conjunct Chiron, which is all about our old wounds. And so the astrology of this full moon is also very conducive to harnessing that Aries energy in the direction of doing some clearing and healing work around our old wounds and traumas. Now, I'm going to go ahead and guide you through the process of doing this ceremony. And so step one, make sure to set aside some time for doing this ceremony where you can be in a private space where you can relax and not be distracted. You want to do this ceremony as close to the actual timing of the full moon as you can. I recommend waiting till the moon is actually full and any time in the next hours after that rather than before the actual full moon time. You can look on Google to see when the actual full moon is happening in your time zone. For me, it's happening, I think, at 2:05 p.m., which I'm on Arizona Mountain Time. So if you're on the East Coast, it's going to be like 5 p.m. So anytime after that, you can do this ceremony. Okay, so if you can be outside under the energy of the full moon, great, even if that means that you're on a back patio or balcony or something like that. Otherwise, it's fine to do it indoors, and perhaps you could do it near a window where you can have the light of the full moon coming in. It's not mandatory that you do that, but if you can do that, it'll be even better. You can make this as simple or elaborate as you'd like, and of course, if you already have particular ceremonial traditions that you work with in your life, then do it in that way. I'm going to present this in a way that is accessible and easy for everyone, regardless of whatever type of spiritual practice or path or tradition that you follow. This is like a universally themed personal ceremony for soul clearing and healing. Now, one thing that you can do is you can arrange a little bit of an altar for yourself. If you're doing that, I would recommend putting a black cloth on the table as a background, because this is what we associate as being the energy of the universe, looking out at the night sky. So the black tablecloth represents the night sky. It's also connected to the sacred feminine, which of course the moon is connected to sacred feminine wisdom teachings. So black cloth, if you want to establish an altar table for yourself for doing this ceremony, but you don't have to do that. If you do choose to do that, here's what you can place on your altar. Begin by finding something that represents each element: earth, air, fire, water, space. So for earth, crystals are good representations of earth. For fire, you can have a lit candle. For air, you can be burning incense, and that also serves to carry your intentions up to the ethers. And for water, you can have a little teeny bowl of water. In our case, we're going to be using the water later on as a part of the ceremony. And if you are doing this ceremony in the fall season, whether you're doing it for the full moon of October 1st, we have another one on October 31st, and then of course for November and December full moons as well. If you're doing it in the fall, see if you can go outside and find a leaf that has fallen from a tree. The one that I'm using is a leaf that came off of a tree in my backyard. It's a mulberry tree, and it's a tree that I sit underneath in the mornings in the summertime, and I enjoy the shade, so I feel like I'm mingled with the energy of this tree, and so I chose a leaf from that tree. So once you have your altar set up, you can also include any type of chime to represent the ether, the space, and the element of spirit. Once you have it set up, you want to, sit in front of it, take some time to ground, balance, center yourself. Reflect on what it is that you are intending to release. Ask yourself, what am I ready to clear and release from my heart, from my soul, that is no longer serving me? This can be a feeling, it can be thoughts, feelings, beliefs that are connected to past memories, past traumas, past wounds, past circumstances that you're just ready to clear and release. Now, the way that I do this is, part one is you're going to take your leaf that you selected, you're going to hold it in your hands, and while you're in a space of meditation, you're going to allow whatever awarenesses and insights and energies rise up from within you around what you're intending to release. Allow those energies to flow from your heart, through your arms, into your hands, and into the leaf. Just using your intention to discharge any energy that you're intending to clear and release. Discharge it from your body, from your sacred heart, through the arms and hands, into the leaf itself, and take as much time as you choose or that you need to do this. You can keep the leaf intact for now and just set it back down, set it on your altar table if you're using an altar table. Otherwise, you can just set it next to you. And then the next thing you're going to do is some sacred scribing, where you're literally going to just take a piece of paper. Maybe you have a journal that you already use for things like this, and you're just going to write down whatever it is that you are choosing to release. You may want to start by writing down, I now choose to release anything that's not serving me in the realm of thoughts, feelings, beliefs, ideas. And then, let it be a stream of consciousness. Whatever is coming up for you, you can write in paragraph form, or you can make a little list of things that you're going to release. Now, once you're finished writing, what you're going to do is you're going to find a heat/fireproof small container that you can use to set the leaf and the piece of paper that you wrote on, or the pages that you wrote on fire. So it's really important to do this in a way that is safe as far as the fire goes. So definitely do it outside. Don't do it in your home, because the paper is going to put off a lot of smoke. Unless you have a fireplace, then you can do it in your fireplace. Otherwise, I recommend doing it outside. And so find a fireproof container. Most metaphysical gift shops sell little teeny mini cauldrons that you can use that are fireproof, that are for burning things. Otherwise, you can find like a small pot or pan or something like that in your home that you can use to as your container for the fire. But you want to go outside, and what I would recommend doing is taking your leaf, put it in your hands one more time, and crumple it up real good. It might crumble into little pieces, maybe it will or won't, depending on the stage of dryness or decay that it's in. But what you can do is you can put a little tea light in the bottom of your fireproof container and let that be your source of fire. Then that way you're just putting the leaf or the crumbled parts of the leaf into the bowl where the flame already is, so they can catch on fire. And then you're going to catch the pages that you wrote on fire as well, and keep it contained within your fireproof container that you're using. Now, as your paper and your leaf is burning, it's transmuting the energy. Whatever intentions you put into the leaf and into the writings that you did through the sacred scribing, as you're burning it, it's returning that energy to the universe. So it can be recycled into reusable energy. This is like alchemy. You're taking something that is within you on a subconscious level, you're bringing it to the conscious light of awareness. You're bringing it from the inner world of you to the external world of form, and then you're returning it to spirit. You're transmuting the energy. You're transferring it from you to the physical world, to spirit, where it can be cleansed, cleared, released, and then the energy that is emitted from that can be recycled into the universe. I invite you to try it. Let me know in the comment section how this goes for you. I love hearing how these tools that I share with all of you are supporting your journeys in healing, evolution, and consciousness expansion. So I'm going to chime in again tomorrow with insights on the cycles of power and empowerment practices that we can utilize for the energies of October. So I will see you all then. Blessings, namaste. Have a blessed day.